And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today with the latest post-match analysis of obviously Liverpool. We've just drew against Sevilla away from home in the Champions League. Fantastic first half as we were all watching then, and an absolute capitulation in the Liverpool defence in the second half. We've seen the best of Liverpool and we've seen the worst in Liverpool, either side of first half and the second half. But let me know your thoughts, get involved in the comment section below. Your highlights of the match, what coming out of this match, especially Liverpool need to learn going into the final group stage game against obviously Spartak Moscow, who obviously drew later tonight, so that was slight. But to get started, really, for me personally, what a fantastic first half. Obviously Bobby Firmino sweeping up, obviously the Mane shot. Bobby Firmino, the last couple of weeks, has been playing absolutely fantastic, and he's got his goals that he's fully deserved. For me, he's been one of the last key players over the last couple of weeks, but he's obviously not been recognised with getting the goals. But tonight, he was there in the right place at the right time, and he fully delivered and absolutely made up. That first half was a classic European game, attacking, counter-attacking, and we scored 2 goals off set pieces. Yeah, we scored off set pieces. Obviously, that was fantastic to see. Oh, but obviously, they're going into the second half. I'll tell you the table in 1 second, everyone. Well, obviously, Bobby Firmino and Mane getting his goal on the 23rd minute. And obviously, Bobby it was a cracking start. You literally switch on the telly and we score within the first 2. And then, obviously, in the 30th minute, Bobby gets Liverpool's third goal in the 30th minute. It's very collective. The goals were quality. But that was a fantastic half. Everyone, all of us, every single one of us were going into the second half very optimistic. Seville at home, a very, very good at home, a very attacking. We know what to expect from Seville. But for me, this second half performance was an absolute disgrace. Seville would have played obviously better to get beat 3-0. They can't play any worse than they did in the first half. So they had to come out. And the way in which Liverpool did not expect and did not defend to the correct, we're winning 3-0, sit back, relax, maybe hit them on the counter-attack. No, you don't lose a 3-goal lead in a half of football. Yeah, Seville done it, but when you've got that 3-0 basis, Seville come at us, and really Liverpool's defence, blame Moreno if you want, Karius, whoever, it's a team performance. The lads up front fully delivered tonight, and you've got the defence at the back letting the team down once again. The forwards in the midfield, there was not enough bite in that midfield tonight for me, really. I've seen Hendo on a couple of occasions, not just Henderson not picking out, but the midfielders, and it's not necessarily the attackers. The attackers have got the bite in the tackle. There's a couple of times I watched Henderson tonight, and he crapped out with tackles. He basically didn't put his foot in where it would hit, and that's a real shame. For me, a captain of Liverpool should be putting his foot in, even if he gets a red card or a yellow card. Get your foot in, win the ball, and possession-wise, we kept on losing it too much in that second half. Hence why Seville got the 3 goals. They had more. I don't know the stats of obviously the second half, but that ball retention was absolutely terrible. The ball was bouncing straight back every single time to the Seville players, and hence why they got their 3rd goals, obviously, and conceding so late on in the 93rd minute with, I think it was Pizarro. You can't be doing that. It got to 3-2 and you knew it was coming. That's the whole thing about it. Being a Liverpool fan and football times in general, you know when the goal's coming, and with Liverpool's defence, you're not at all confident. And I think as soon as Seville got that first goal, I just sensed, and I bet you did at home, that the 2 goals were going to be scored, and thankfully they didn't get a 4th. Obviously he scored late on to get the 3rd anyway, but it's a point. Would we have taken a point? But the position that we were in at half time, you fully expect to come out of that game with 3 points, and Liverpool haven't. Thankfully, the Spartak game before we kicked off was 1-1 against Maribor, which was a bonus. But looking at the table, I get it up now. I think, if I'm correct, next game obviously against Spartak at home. I'm looking at the table. Liverpool are top, and we've played 5, 9 points, goal difference 10. And obviously Seville, second with 5 played, obviously, and of points total of 8. followed by Spartak Moscow in third with 6 points. So obviously, if Spartak won, they'd be on 9 points, but Spartak would have to score, I think it was 8 goals more than Liverpool to obviously go above us. But obviously, whether we finish first or second, you've seen the group tables in the Champions League. Top teams are finishing second, so wherever. But that would have cemented our place in the Champions League tonight. That game, shut up shop, 3-0, even a 3-2, just defend. And Liverpool have highlighted once again, we're no strangers to obviously watching the lads with their difficult defending, but shout out to Seville, fully deserved, because their second half performance, it was far better than the first. But Liverpool, lads, what are you doing? Yous all get involved. Thank you very much for my post-match analysis. As always, I do these shows so yous can get involved, not about me as well, but yous get involved in the comment section, or you fellow Reds get involved. Everyone, it's a shocking night, really, the position we were in, but a point coming away from Spain. Would you have taken a point before the match? Yes, I would. But the position we were in, it was a bit, it's like, eh. But it's guttering to see. But onwards and upwards, Reds. And we've got a fantastic game coming up at the weekend anyway. But up the Reds, and I'm pretty sure, fingers crossed, the lads can deliver a home in the final group stage against Spartak, against the Russians. But all the best, everyone. It's right, the lads up front. It's a shame the lads were let down by the lads at the back once again in a game. Obviously, we haven't been conceding goals, but this match is... it's absolutely madness, but that's football. That's why we love watching Liverpool and the mighty Reds in Europe. But it's right, Jurgen Klopp and the boys, he's performed. Some of us didn't really perform, but support the Reds, as always. And we've got one more game left in the Champions League, and the position we're in, we're a point ahead against Seville, and we can get that top spot in the final group stage, can't we? Think confidence, everyone. Up the Reds. Oh, thank you very much for joining as well, and I'll speak to you very soon. Up the Red, men. You'll never walk alone. Ta-ra.